Okay, so we got cut off a little bit. I apologize. I'll try to keep within 15 minutes. I guess I just talked too much. So we're going to start over on slide 9 and 10 here, so this shouldn't take too long. As I said, make sure you are recording these questions and the answers in your Cornell notes. Okay, so what we're looking at here are some measured values, and what we're trying to figure out is how many significant figures are present, and we're also looking at what the uncertain digit is. So on the first one, let's just redo this one very quickly. So on this first one right here, you can see 5 numbers, okay? And you know the non-zero digits are significant, so there's 6, 7, 5, and also the 3 are significant. And you also know from looking at the rules that the final 0 after the decimal is also going to be significant. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. Now, which one is the uncertain digit? The uncertain digit is the last significant figure. And what that means, in this case it's a 0, what that means is that this might have been a 9, it might be a 1. If it were a 9, obviously this would have to be a 0.29, or if it was a 1, it would be a 0.31. It could also be a little bit more off than that. Okay, so on this next measurement here, what we can see is a bunch of leading zeros. Okay, this 0 is there just because it's there. It's helping us not to lose the decimal point. These 2 zeros here are regarded as placeholders. They're not significant. So here are 2 non-zero digits, a 6 and a 5, and they're both significant, and that's it. Okay, so which of these is uncertain? The uncertain digit is always the last significant digit. And once again, it's uncertain because it's estimated. It's estimated. So we're taking a best guess here. Okay, so in this particular number 3 here, in this particular problem, we can see a 5, a 4, and a 1. A 5, a 4, and a 1 that are non-zero digits. If you look at these 2 zeros, what you'll notice is that these 2 zeros are in between the non-zero digits. That makes them significant. So we have 5 significant figures, and the uncertain digit is the final significant figure, which is the 1. It's uncertain because it's estimated and it's not exact necessarily. In the next problem here, we can see the 4 and the 6 are non-zero digits, so they're significant. But this 0 here, we have to look at a little bit more closely. This 0 here actually is a placeholder. And we know it's a placeholder because there's no decimal following it. So what the interpretation then is that this 4 is a certain digit and the 6 is an estimated digit. So this 6 here might be a 5, it could be a 7, so it could be 450 kilometers or 470 kilometers. But regardless, the 6 is our uncertain digit and the 0 is a placeholder. That means we've got 2 significant figures here, and our last significant digit is the 6. So that is our uncertain digit. The 6 is our uncertain digit. Okay, one more here. You'll notice that if you look up at number 4 and you look at 5, that they're pretty much the same. The exception is this decimal point here. Because this decimal point exists, what that means is the preceding 0 or zeros are going to be significant. So that means this 0 right in front of the decimal is uncertain, but it is significant. So the 4 and the 6 are significant, and since this decimal place is here, this 0 is our estimated number, and it's also significant. So we have 3 significant figures, and the uncertain digit in this case is the 0. So it could have been a 9 or maybe a 1 or a 2, so it'd be 459 or 461. So this tells us the degree of certainty. Okay, so if you missed any of that, rewind it. Please look at your rules, understand what we're doing, go through, double check, write down any questions you have in the margins of your Cornell notes. Okay, the next 5 problems I'd like you to do on your own. So at this point in time, what you can do is you can freeze this video. It's going to end soon. Freeze this video and make sure that you look at the numbers carefully, you look at the rules, you determine how many significant figures are present in each of these measurements, and make sure that you record the uncertain digit in each case. All right, so you'll have to look over here, determine which numbers are the significant digits and which is the last significant digit, and put that number in the blank right here. Okay, make sure that you bring your Cornell notes to class with you tomorrow. If you have any questions, again, please write them down and we'll talk about them at the beginning of class. So that ends part 2 of significant figures.